We gotta talk about what's going on right now with the Albaz Strike structure deck this early out. I'm back to 30% of you guys have not smashed the crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 104,000. So I want to talk about the price on the Albaz Strike structure deck here and what you're going to be expecting for this product going forward here. And yes, I will have some of these up for pre-sale, but for those of you that have been asking, I'll probably have them up for the $44.99 as well here in the upcoming week, so somebody can get a hold of that. So why is this structure deck hitting these $45 price points? Well, you guys know everything in this structure deck is deemed insane value. You have the Ghost Ogres, you have all the good staples. The Dark Ruler No More reprint in here, ladies and gentlemen. But when you look at this, actually Yu-Gi-Oh! Daily is the cheapest right now, after you use, of course, code MCOL40 and save on your purchase, all that good stuff as per usual here. And if you took advantage, Big 3 in the earlier days, you got these much cheaper. So once again, but why? Why is this structure deck going for this much? Well, for some reason, there's a group of people over here that are just going, hey, you're all going to look like clowns when the Albaz structure deck fails. And everybody in the TCG is like, just kind of, going, what are you on, duelist? Like, what is bringing you to this dissatisfied conclusion that, 3 structure decks for $45 to give you a very splashable engine is going to be the thing? Well, it's kind of the rest of the value around the structure deck. If you guys have watched Marco Watch, we'll talk more about a Luber here in a second. But the thing is, in order to have a splashable engine, you don't have to have a Lubers. You don't have to, go down the full route. That's only if you want to play like the full deck. There have been plenty of decks out of the OCG that have just splashed this engine into the deck, and they found great success with it, ladies and gentlemen. You get everything that you need to have this be a splashable engine into, say, whatever, strategy you want to play right now. And I've been on record here saying in the past, I think this deck, if we don't get a list, this just merges right into Based. All right, it's just like a mid-end combo extender here that you can go ahead and just laugh at your opponent, like, oh, cool, I'm locked into fusion summons. Okay, at the end of the day, it's just that. When we come on over here to TCG Player, you're going to see a much different story here. These structure decks have been hot fire selling at $17.49, $17.34, ladies and gentlemen. This is so much more expensive than what you just saw on the flip side of the equation here. People are, like I said, if people are paying this on the structure deck, and you got to remember, expected value is through the roof. Between all of the dragon reprints and all of that other cool, fun, fancy stuff in here, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? And most people are just looking at like parting out the structure decks. And that alone is insane to me, actually. I did see on here that we did have things like Branded Fusion up for pre-sale already. The Fusion itself for the Albaz Strike structure deck, this is freaking hilarious. This is $10 right off the bat on pre-sale, and they're actually selling. People are just buying these instead of this. The pot of extras on pre-sale are selling at $5. Well, call me crazy here, ladies and gentlemen, but when you have a product that I can buy for $17 and 2 cards out of the goddamn deck are worth $10 and $5, okay, Dark Ruler No More, oh cool. My expected value is already $20. Well, that leaves 42 other cards in the structure deck. You got to really look at like these penny stonk-esque things here. Ghost Ogres, 250s, and they're selling. I expect a lot of this stuff will fall over time. Once again, this is just pre-sale prices. Once again, expected values through the roof. Like, you even get Scythe in here, Called by the Grave. This is amazing. The structure deck is absolutely nuts in terms of value. And no, this isn't me, going, oh, Robbie, you're just talking up to Konami because you want to sell structure decks. No. If you look at this structure deck and you're like, if you can't see why budget players are excited for this, if you can't see like the crazy value that's present in here, then you're just playing the market wrong. You literally have a clown mask on. Outside of that, yeah, so it's a good splashable engine. Like I said, you don't need lubers. All right, that's if you're going down the competitive pipeline, then that's an entirely different thing with that. And when I say competitive, I mean if you're going to build like the purer version of the deck, if you want to, have more of the searchability. If you're just somebody that's looking at the structure deck going, oh well, I can splash this into whatever my already pre-existing strategy is. Now I gotta talk about a luber. Oh god, oh man. A luber. So by the way, this is the token. Don't get that mixed up, by the way. Or the Dogmatica. Don't go down that path. Alright, that's bad. So right now, as I'm making this video, lubers are jet skiing between $120 and $140. Now, with that being said, to answer the question, is this a card that you need? In the pure build, yes. This card gives you searchability for everything branded related within the deck. And as I said, this card needs a reprint in Ghost in the Past, and until we see a reprint for this, you're not going to see any drop in this whatsoever. Right now, this is a funny point actually. People have brought up the fact that they actually wanted to buy Dawn boxes. If you are looking to buy Dawn boxes to try to pull in a luber, I do not recommend this. All right, they are $58 a box right now, ladies and gentlemen, but people like to have that mentality. They look at the $120-some card and they go, oh, I can pull this. Odds are you're not going to pull it, but it's the old Family Guy meme, oh, anything can be in the box, and then, they get massively disappointed. So right now, what you're looking at on the flip side of the equation here with Dawn is still $58 a box. You could pull the shiny Aluber, you can go buy the Aluber for the guaranteed $100+ price tag. That being said, your branded stuff, man, Albions and Ultra Rares are still $11 to $12. Branded openings have at least calmed down a little bit. I know we've drilled this into your head, but is this something that you need? So here's the cool thing. If you're not picking up Alubers, I don't think you need this card. You don't have to go too crazy with this, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's your good news. Now, the other side of the equation here is, well, if you're going for more of the pure build, you're going to need branded and reds. We already know where that's going. That leads into the next subsection here, Mr. Guardian Chimera. Chimeras, they don't stop. We're literally at the gateway of being $40 at this point, ladies and gentlemen. For a card that is a 1 to 2 of, I like 2 of this. You can adjust for what you really want here, but to be honest with you, I think this card is awesome. Literally getting the draw and the pop, getting the ability to interrupt through the opponent's turn, and getting the ability to bring back your Mirror Jade, I think is nuts. So, if you haven't realized this yet or not, between 3 Alubers, Guardian Chimeras, hand traps, this deck is over $1,000, even in like minimum rarity. Speaking of minimum rarity, if you're out here trying to max rarity your Albazes, $36 a piece, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, $35, $36, $37. Yeah, that's just for the nice things. Let's not even get started on what if I want to play the Water Enchantress package in my deck. Once again, I got to solidify the fact that this deck is $1,000+ material, because these are 50s. All right, if you are trying to bling this out, you're on a whole nother level. Congratulations, there's another $450. On the other flip side of the equation here, rights are $56 to $60. That's $300. If you want to play droplets in the deck, if you want to play all the hand Alubers on top of that, the fact that Alubers make it like $600 with this engine in it, and that's not even counting, the rest of your extra deck and things like that. I think the reality of the situation here is, ladies and gentlemen, you are on the clasp of one of the most expensive decks in a very long time. And for splashability reasons, picking up 3 decks, I don't think is a bad thing. But you're going to have to understand that, you don't need a Luber to play the engine. It's going to take a lot more people to kind of realize that, oh, this is an engine. This is splashable. I can do things with this. And until players, genuinely see that this is open and, you can do all of these other cool ideas with this, yeah. But is the situation going to get any better? No. It only gets way, way worse from here. And to the common people out here that are like, oh, I can't wait for a luber to, fall. You're just trying to get it to fall so you can buy it for yourself. That's a fact. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the love your crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.